Hello, hello, I'll be live. Yeah, welcome text, welcome back. As you can see, as a side effect of lockdown, I've aged about 6 or 7 years and I've now got a second chin, so apologies in advance. I am Mr. Matt of the future. I've got a DeLorean tucked around the side next to the TARDIS, you know, it's a time traveller's thing. And now welcome to today's stream, where instead of Bendy and the Ink Machine, we're going to talk about the wonder of pencil toppings. Tonight, stand by for a great instalment where we'll talk about rubber toppings like when you have Hello Kitty or those little bunny things on top of them. Or what about ones that look like the Mr. Men or Batman? Batman pencil topping would be sick. Yeah, imagine getting one of those and imagine getting a torch behind it and shine it on your wall so it looks like the bat signal. And then you get lots of people just sort of knocking on your door at 3 a.m. Imagine that. That'd be so
3
cool.
3 a.m. How about 3 p.m. or 4 p.m.?
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you doing?
I'm talking to my subscribers. Hi, guys.
Your subscribers?
Yeah. It's my channel, see? Hi, guys. This is my guest for today.
What are you in OBS? Hang on. What's this? What's going on here, mate?
I don't know.
Guys.
I think there's some sort of paradox going on here. See, I'm Matt from the future, and this is my past self who is vainer and more ugly and doesn't have a university degree yet.
I was about to play a game about a man trapped in a never-ending cycle. I didn't intend to get inside that said never-ending cycle. Get out of the chat. Get out of the chat.
All right. We'll worry about timey-wimey shenanigans later.
Honestly, absolutely disgrace. That's my YouTube channel. That's not. It's mine.
No, it's mine. I'm you, remember?
How many subscribers
I'm you
have you
with
got?
an extra chin.
Yeah? What year are you from?
2028.
How many subscribers do I got?
You have -1. It all went downhill after the double chin came around.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the heads
Enjoy
up.
these days while they last, my friend.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Should probably get a chair for you.
No, it's all right. I can kneel.
You sure? You comfy?
Kneel before Zod.
I don't know. We can always swap if you're desperate, but yeah, make yourself comfy.
Thank you. I will try.
Alright, anyway, while that's happening, hello.
Hello.
Hello, we're live.
Hello.
So you guys are probably feeling a little bamboozled right now. I turned the music right down just to make sure you could hear everything. But, my phone's still out of action. So I can't really chat off there, but I can read it off here, and I can see everyone in chat. Hello, RGN Trom. Hello, DJ. Hello, Livy. Hello, Sealed Killer. Thank you for joining again.
Hello, Super Mario DJ.
Oh, man. Goat, sheep. Well, I don't remember that bit. But hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Ignore the welcome text. It's totally intentional. I don't know what the ad is, Trom. So, yeah, this is a prank. This is a prank, guys. Basically...
You got pranked, son.
As you know, I've done some streams before with family members. Tasha's joined me for a bunch of Minecraft stuff. Dan's joined me for a bunch of Minecraft stuff. Joe here decided that he wanted to join me for a stream. He wanted to sit in. He wanted to get the experience. And seeing as I was about to do episode 2 of Bendy and the Ink Machine, going past the kind of prologue, he thought this would be a great time to hop in and learn about the game. So he's going to be just, almost interviewing me, I guess.
Yeah.
We're going to be having a little chat while I play Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Yes, while he dives into the world of Avatar, The Last Airbendy.
Joe, don't make me regret this. I have actually started watching that, guys. For those of you who don't know, Avatar Last Airbender, great TV show, produced by some of the same people who worked on Star Wars The Clone Wars, and the game capture's a bit broken.
Big up Dave Filoni.
Yeah, love Filoni. Chad. Was my game capture like that yesterday? I hope not. That's fine. Yeah, but as I was saying, guys, yeah, it's a great, it's my favourite anime, and I've recently started watching it thanks to Lucy, so definitely go check it out. Now, today we're back with Bendy, so for those of you who don't know, in order to be able to stream this without having massive frame drops, I've decreased the resolution on this so that it looks like found footage of a cartoon universe from the 1930s, which is bizarre in itself. And we have several saves there, but we're on the 3rd save, and we made it up to Chapter 2. We've completed all of Chapter 1, we've 100%ed the game. In fact, I just remembered, I need to get my book. Thanks for the headphones splitter, by the way, Joe.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. While Matt goes and looks for his book, I want to ask, how is everyone today? And also, quick question: hot dogs. Who prefers them with ketchup, and who prefers them with mustard? Comment in the comment section.
It's a good question. But yeah, so today, this room is too small for 2 people. Oh, that's weird. We went past. I thought we'd see the intro cutscene again. I think it's because I walked forward off camera, guys. I'm going to start from chapter 2 rather than loading the save. Don't worry, it's effectively the same thing. Let me do that again. Select chapter 2. All right, I love these menu screens. Obviously, most of them are locked right now, but
old song.
So yeah. So Joe, to catch you up, this is my revisited series of Bendy and the Ink Machine. So spoilers beware, guys, because Joe's going to be asking me about all kinds of things like the lore and the gameplay. And I have the Joey Drew Studios Employee Handbook here, which is going to help me 100% the game. I'm going to go to the pages which give all the guidance for overachieving. I'm going to get all the achievements. I'm going to 100% the game. I've gotten plenty already, so they're not all going to display if you can even see them behind my cam. But the plan is to get all the achievements listed here. I don't want to put my lap, because these trousers are kind of dirty, though. So I'm going to just leave my book, like, here.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold it.
Press on.
Okay.
See if I can find a way out.
So, I know, I'll put the book here. So, now there are some achievements we obviously get just in the progression of the game, as part of the story. And there are some which are special. Alright? We'll get to those in due time, I think. I'm just checking what they are.
What's in the coffins, Matt?
Alright, so let's start. So, Henry Stein, has just been invited back to his old workplace by Joey Drew Studios. So Joey's the man in charge. Henry left a long time ago, and in the meantime, this is what's become of it. Now, in Chapter 1, we were in like the main entrance area, and we've fallen down here, and the whole thing's collapsed behind us. We activated the ink machine. There's still a lot of mysteries, don't really know what's going on, but someone was walking around with us, and an ink demon appeared, a malformed version of Bendy.
Hence the shrine.
Yeah, now, we walked in here, and loads of smoke and flashing lights appeared, and we collapsed. And we had a vision of Bendy, the ink machine, and a wheelchair. And this is a transmutation circle. I believe the common theory is that Henry's now transformed into an ink person because of this. There's some weird satanic stuff going on. There are people in these coffins, or there were. We can't open them. But presumably this is where human bodies were kept by someone for turning people into ink. Why? We don't know yet. There's a lot of things, and I'm actually kind of out of date with Bendy theories, guys, but this is going to be a good reawakening of all my memories, because I remember I went back and analysed these chapters quite a while ago to understand all the story and stuff, and yeah, it's all connected. In later chapters there'll be more info, but yeah, we've got an axe now. So Henry's making his way down into Utility Shaft 9.
He will set us free.
Yeah. There's some dialogue here, hang on.
Is that
How did this place get so big?
There we go, that's Henry speaking, that's us.
Is that a slogan for the Bendy cartoon, the in-universe one?
Not quite. This is actually something that's been invented by what appears to be a cult of the Ink Demon. So that in-universe, in cartoons, that's not a thing. This, however, is. Some of these posters are actually fan-made. The majority of them are. And they got put in the game as rewards. And yeah, that's just one example. There's loads of these hanging around. They're really authentic. It's very cool.
I like trains.
Anyway, now one of our achievements is for collecting all of the tapes and listening to all these. So I'm going to sit here and play this for a minute. You can't read that, unfortunately. So just. I want to read chat as well sometime. Yeah. So that's Sammy Lawrence.
Sounds like.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
How about that? He's in here. He's with us.
Whoa.
But yeah, you were saying.
The guy on the radio who you were listening to, I'm not being funny, but he sounded the tiniest bit like Michael Douglas. You know who I mean.
Isn't he in The Office or something? Isn't he the...
Ant-Man.
Oh,
he's Hank Pym in the Ant-Man film.
Oh, him! Yeah.
Same sort of gravelly...
The voice actor's Aaron Landon, but yeah, he's got the same accent. And yeah, he's one of my favourite characters in this game. Joe, have you noticed something kind of odd yet?
A little bit. That Bendy keeps coming back, or that when your back's turned...
Normally, when you break these, they stay broken.
Yeah.
But this one's got this transmutation circle, whatever that is behind it, so for some reason...
Is it because there's a drawing of a shrine behind?
Yeah, it's something paranormal. It's bringing the cutout back to life, and obviously you can imagine how much further that goes now. This is quite a flooded corridor, very spooky.
Looks like you.
Sure.
Whoa!
Excuse me, can you help me?
Looks like you're wading through treacle.
Where the hell did he go?
Oh, that was really eerie.
Someone can walk through walls.
I'm actually a little bit.
Right?
A little bit. Yeah.
This game's not like super scary, but there are a couple of moments which I like cannot handle. There's only 2 which really make me actually like freeze in terror. But yeah, now we got this.
Need to get power to this gate somehow. Should be a couple switches
So it's just
nearby.
another puzzle solving thing.
Oh.
Then maybe I can open it.
Yeah, this is a statue of Bendy.
Oh.
In the game, you always respawn at these statues, and there's probably a canonical reason for that, apparently. Now, we want to pay attention to a couple of achievements here, guys. So, right now, we need to get the bacon soups. There are bacon soup cans all across here, and there's an achievement for eating every single one of them. In this chapter, we get Canadian bacon, and there's a map on page 40. So I want to get them out of the way, so I don't have to backtrack up to this area, because there's a lot of backtracking if you don't do that.
What's the purpose of the bacon soup cans?
Just
In
for
the
fun.
overall-
You literally can eat them. It's just for the meme.
Ah.
And we also want to make sure we listen to all the audio logs. So we found one from Sammy Lawrence. There's actually quite a few in here, but I know where they all are, so that shouldn't be a problem. I think I've already got that achievement. So bacon soup. Where do we start? That's the thing. I don't know where we. I think that's the starting. This is really confusing. Oh, hang on a second. I think I get it. So that's the starting area. There was one near He Will Set Us Free, which we've got. And then there's 20 cans in the shelves near the 3rd switch. And then we've gotten all that. Okay, that's good. So we're going to put that back. I just want to check chat. I have to tab out the game, unfortunately. But you guys can still see it and enjoy it. So RGN Trom says that his favourite song is Can I Get an Amen by CG5. Good choice, but why? Why that one? Give me a good argument. Sealed Killer prefers mustard. Trom thinks that hot dogs are disgusting. You should totally clip the opening. Yeah, Ethan might clip this, Joe. It might go up on another channel, but it's already public, so yeah. Catch up all the way for Livy. Very divided on the hot dog question here.
Thanks, guys.
Trom says his response is because it matches the game lore. That song, Can I Get an Amen's a great song. It's a song about the character, Sammy Lawrence, who we've just met. Game audio needs to be louder. Sure thing, sure thing. Like, I've got this turned quite far down. Yeah, the captions are off, DJ. I wanted to switch the captions off for a more cinematic experience, guys. I meant to do that. In the last episode. The fact that they were on was a mistake last time. I want this to look like... Well, I've played with captions a lot, so I want to play without. But if you guys need something explained, or if Joe, you like misheard something, it's fine, I can explain. So I know a lot of the dialogue. I'm not saying I could quote everything perfectly, but I know a lot of the dialogue, and I know the general meaning. So, guys, how does the cam look as well? I'm not sure if I should lean back or not. Joe, you look a bit uncomfortable. Maybe if you, like...
Yeah.
If you want to lean on the chair, I don't know if that would help.
I am leaning on the chair.
Alright, I think this is good. I don't want to hurt my barrier, but yeah, we've got to flip some switches now. Classic Bendy puzzle solving. And that's 2 of them right here. And we've gotten the bacon soup from over here. So that should be everything. There's also a banjo we can play.
Cool.
Lots of just interactables just to make the world a bit more, you know, what's the word? Fleshed out. Like, these leave marks as well. These disappear after like 30 seconds. But it's not just to make the world a bit more fleshed out. These things do actually have a purpose later on.
So the coffins, question that.
Yeah.
Is it like in one of those horror films, like The Mummy or something, like where something bursts out and just goes, ah?
This game isn't actually that scary. Nothing bursts out of the coffins in these games, I can tell you that. But there are a lot of coffins, and I think it's implied that there were some experiments going on here. Don't mind me collecting enough bacon soup to give me salt poisoning, by the way. But there are loads of these like bodies in the coffins that we never see, presumably because not only are they going to be like skeletons now, but also all of these people were killed and turned into ink people, which is why they all look like they're made of ink now. They've been brought back to life in like a different body, and we'll get more on that soon. It'll make sense. So here we go. So we've flipped all the switches. I'm going to hit you one more time, though I know you're going to come back.
Yeah.
If we die, we're going to end up back here because that is now a possibility. We couldn't die in chapter 1, but now we can. And we're raising the gate. Nothing eerie about this particular audio at all. It's just mechanics. It's nothing. You didn't hear a voice just now?
I heard a sort of groaning. It sounded like a tired man who was stretching while he was asleep.
Here.
Yeah. So this is the music department.
Zoinks.
So here's another tape. I'm just gonna play it.
Joey installs this ink machine
Here's a
over
bit of
our
the
heads.
location.
Then it begins to leak. 3 times last month we couldn't even get out of our department because the ink had flooded the stairwell. Joey's solution: an ink pump to drain it periodically. Now I have this ugly pump switch right in my office. People in and out all day. Thanks, Joey. Just what I needed. More distractions. These stupid cartoon songs don't write themselves, you know?
So a lot of these tapes are important for both gameplay and lore. There's a pump switch in Sammy's office which drains this stairwell. This is the stairwell
Looks like
he's
the
talking
stairwell
about.
flooded. If I'm gonna get out of here, we need to find a way to drain it.
Because this is the exit. Henry wants to leave. And it won't open. And also, he's the songwriter, he's the musician, he's the head director of the music department. And funnily enough, before I flick that switch, I want to explore around because most of these rooms are locked, but we can access these. Also,
Ooh.
Alice Angel, first ever
I
appearance.
was going to say, recognise her from your figure collection.
Yes, so I want to switch around. Joe, sit in the chair.
Oh, thanks, Matt.
I want to open the window a bit.
Cool.
Because, I'm breathing on you.
All right, hang on.
Bring the headphone round.
Yeah, we'll bring the headphones round.
We're using a headphone setup. It's a bit of a confusing setup,
Yeah.
but in all honesty, I think this is actually going to be better
There we
because
go.
Joe is
Just
taller.
quickly do a Picard manoeuvre. for
Joe's
all you
got
trekkies
big
out
old
there.
legs. And if you don't mind me reaching across your lap,
Not at all.
just elbowing your nuts.
Yeah.
And if you bring the chair forward and tilt it, maybe we
Okay.
can get the best setup. Because honestly, Joe, you've also got that leg problem. I think it's actually be better
My
if you sit
leg!
and if I kneel. But yeah, so what are you going to ask?
So remind me, there's Bendy, Alice Angel, Boris, Ink Bendy.
Oh, there's a lot of characters, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, look at that, by the way. The Abyss.
Right.
That's interactable, but it doesn't do anything, yeah? How scary is that?
Whoa. Oh my god.
Big old Bendy up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to take my time, make sure you show them. But yeah, I'm just going to listen to this audio log in a moment. But yeah, basically, in this universe, there are cartoon characters that in the universe were made for the cartoon. You got Bendy, who's like a little devil cat thing. Boris the Wolf, who was his original sidekick, and he's just a wolf. There's a lot of boy cried wolf, sheep, kind of allegories and stuff. In the Crack Up Comics collection, we see more of it. He's actually got 3 friends who are like a group of sheep. Quite funny. Alice Angel was introduced later on, but all 3 were secretly made by Henry in the beginning. They just weren't used immediately.
Nice.
But yeah, Alice is she's a kind of an angel and a devil. You see she's got horns, but also the halo.
Yeah.
And she's got kind of weird duality. And yeah, she doesn't exist as an ink monster in this chapter, but in the real world, outside the cartoons, there's the ink demon, which is Bendy. There's a version of Boris. There's actually multiple versions of Bendy, Boris, and Alice, which we'll get into. But yeah, Alice exists as a monster in chapter 3.
I see.
There's also this audio.
I'll be up here in my booth, the band will be swinging, and suddenly Sammy Lawrence just comes marching in and shuts the whole thing down.
Just gonna let you listen to
Tells
this.
us all to wait in the hall. Then I hit
Play all the tapes, guys.
my projector and he dashes for the projection booth and down the recording studio.
Sure, I'm listening to Bacon Soup. It's actually not that much.
Behind. A few seconds later, projector turns on. But Sammy, oh no, he'll come out for a long time. This man is weird, crazy weird. I've got half a mind to talk to Mr. Drew about all this, I really do. But then again, I have to admit, Mr. Drew's got his own peculiarity.
So that was a projectionist. Sammy's weird. He does this weird ritual thing. We'll get into that. And yeah, so now we've seen all of that, what we want to do is go over here and activate the pump switch. Also, yes, I saw your comment, Trom. So I've just seen the last few comments.
Oh.
Here we go. The lights are on. It's looking nice. Cool. All right. What the hell is that?
Oh, wow. It's a symbiote.
Yeah. So, Chapter 2 was rushed in its initial development. It's been improved a lot since then. But they had to rush out some kind of threat, some kind of conflict, antagonist. So they just made literal ink blobs. These are called the Searchers. And you can tell when they're going to spawn, you see these like thick ink puddles. I've got one axe swing in the right spot, which should take them out. Yeah, there's like 7 that spawn here. So we've got to go
on, Matt.
close to all the ink puddles. I think this is the last one. So for some reason they're immune when you're like in that animation. But yeah, now somehow the place is opening up. So all those doors, they're unlocked now. And we've got this music and the lights. Director Sammy Lawrence, Director Studios, Music Department.
And those were the Searchers.
The Searchers, that's what they're called.
Not to be confused with the 1950s Western starring John Wayne.
I have no idea what that is, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Guys, Joe's like a film student. He's, well, I mean, postgraduate, he's an expert.
Yeah.
So he knows all this kind of stuff. This is right up your street, actually.
I went to film school, just quickly, folks, while Matt plays the game. I went to film school at the University of West London for 3 years. I finished about 8 months before the first wave of the pandemic hit. And I've sort of followed this good fellow's work on and off. But I took a particular interest in Bendy because of the aesthetic style, and
Mums feels the same.
it's really stylised, and there's something quite surreal about it that I took an interest in the first time Matt showed any of it
Joe
to me.
has actually got his own YouTube channel, guys. He does different stuff, and it's not as consistent because he's been doing loads of projects over the years. But yo, I should link those in the description, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
Check out his
I'm
YouTube
not
channel, guys.
active on social media right now. I'm taking a small break because of things like, looking after myself and keeping relatively sane, etc.
Joe, which links would you like people like to find? Because I could advertise all kinds of stuff that you've got in the
I
description.
would go with my website,
Yeah, it's just joegibbons.com.
.co.uk.
That one, yeah.
There you go.
Alright, hang on. Today's special guest. Guys, if you refresh the stream in a moment, you'll find a link in the description. A link to my special guest's place. He's got loads of social media pages, but I think the website will take you to like wherever. Tell them about it, Joe.
Well, you can find my Twitter page
okay.
on there, at JoeGibbons1994. I'm also on Instagram as well.
Yep.
Right now, I haven't been too active on social media, like I said, but I occasionally post things like photography or something to do with my work. Like I did a couple of projects over Christmas, including one with our other brother.
Yeah, let's show us on the screen, actually.
And there you go.
There it is.
That's me. That picture there, for anyone who knows the Prince Charles Cinema in Leicester Square, which is currently closed, they have screenings of the room there all the time. My course's final showcase took place. I need to update that because the title's changed.
Yes.
But thank you for reminding me, good sir. But that picture there of me in the penguin outfit, that was taken on stage at the Prince Charles Cinema in central London, where I was presenting the final showcase for my course. We were all presenting 10 short films and documentaries. In total, 10 short films, there were a couple of 8 short films and 2 short documentaries.
You can actually find Joe's YouTube channel via my Reddit, guys. So, linked in the description is his website. That's like his main thing. If you go to the Mr. Matt Reddit, which is not active enough, you guys need to follow me on Reddit. Check this out. Excuse me.
You guys need to follow him on Reddit.
Follow me on Reddit.
Check it.
Check it, blood. If I go to my profile, excuse me, ignore the FNAF and political compass memes. I actually have pinned posts, and one of them is for Joe's stuff. So I pinned Sam's stuff. My 2 brothers have their own projects going on, and at Christmas I just happened to pin this thing.
Oh, I see. I'm the other brother.
Yeah, you're the other one. I'm sorry, Joe. You're other Ryan.
It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, I linked a specific video that was relevant to the Christmas thing he was doing at the time, but obviously this is on his YouTube channel, so Joe's not like a YouTuber, but if you want to see his videos, there's a load of stuff on here. This is actually one of several, I think, for 2 or 3.
This is my most recent project here, which is part of an ongoing series that I've been doing for a couple of years. It's like a detective comedy drama type thing. It's meant to be a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but also I'm moving more towards more conventional detective storytelling.
It's kind of hard to describe, honestly.
Without being derivative of anyone like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle or Agatha Christie or Batman, who is, of course, the world's greatest detective, as we all know.
Indeed. So, yeah,
But my
check it.
latest thing I did, which is in, if you go back a second,
Oops.
no, it's all right. But
Yeah,
if you go back to the detective's name is Billy Butterbread, which I came up with when I was like 17. You know, so clearly that's when my
hilarious.
imagination peaked. The latest thing I did,
I'll mute it for
this
now.
was a collaboration I did at Christmas. I wrote the script for it, just as a short alternative where occasionally in the 1980s, Channel 4 would do an alternative Christmas speech that would take the mickey out of the Queen.
Ah, yes.
And
Good old
I
Channel
thought
4.
I'd do a similar thing with my characters, and I also got involved a couple of people that I'm good friends with, including
Very cool,
an actor named Gideon Assuming. Happy birthday, Gideon. I'm not sure if you'll see this, but today's
Probably not,
Gideon's birthday. Gideon is immensely talented. He's a great actor, and in this he plays the character of Dr. Isaac Luther, a very, streetwise, cool, recent graduate of medical school,
Yeah.
who has taken more of a role in the stories I've written as I've gone on.
There he is.
Uh,
There's Joe.
And also
There's Johnny.
involved was I don't know if anyone knows the channel Gaming with Yash. He's a fellow gamer, and he was on my course at
Where's
UWL. He also made a small contribution with an original piece of material
He did.
about his own popcorn brand,
It's amazing.
which he improvised entirely by himself, and I had the most fun editing it because I didn't have to worry about scripting. But all I did was add graphics and music and
I'll link this below.
make sure that the colour resolution, colour grading even, I should say, were up to scratch.
Oh yeah, Joe's a video editor, guys. He knows more than I do.
But I'm just going to say...
I watch 8-Bit Ryan.
But just quickly, if you're into gaming, then go and search for Gaming with Yash. He's on Twitter and Instagram, and he mostly plays horror games, but he's very good.
Cool.
I think
Can't
he does
seeing
like
him.
Evil Dead, that kind of thing. Not Evil Dead, that's the Sam Raimi film.
I don't know.
But he's very good, and he's really charismatic. Go support him.
Yeah. Anyway, we got really carried away with that plug, but it was too good to miss out. So anyway, back
Thank
to the
you.
game, guys.
Thank
But
you, Matt.
Yeah, links in the description, guys. Just what Joe said. Go check it out. It's all good. It's very entertaining stuff. So yeah, we're up here now, balcony.
Oh,
There's some bendies.
yeah, I just saw one on the left-hand side.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, oh, it's that thing again.
Now it's
I-
weird.
I keep forgetting.
This one's like there's this big head that's got like ink stains on it, and it's funny because it looks very similar to something else, which you'll see in a moment.
Yeah.
This isn't one of the last rooms that was added into the game in a newer update. They added this random like 8-ball pool thing.
Nice.
9-ball pool. I'm not sure. There's not any secret or anything for winning it. Oddly enough, like you'd think if you got them all in, you'd win something, but like so often the balls fall off the table.
Can you hit it with the axe?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You press E and you just... Presumably Henry's using the axe to, like, smack them. He's not in range. Crap. Well, I might as well just hit any of them. But yeah, they usually go flying off the table, which is a real shame. And there's no, like, prize for winning. Because people thought if you got them all in, it would, like, open this up and there'd be, like, some huge secret. But no one really... Like, no one's found anything. So if there is, it's not even, like, an achievement. So we're not going to worry about it, guys. If there is something here, it's not part of the 100%. Even though it should be. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's kind of cool. It's like those, like, the dart board, like the throwing darts in Chapter 1, bit of a time waster, very fun. We've already been this way, so now it's recording, and that was blank before, which is interesting. And down here there's a lot of rooms, so this way we've got the infirmary.
Ooh.
Infirmary, notice. Anyone found faking illness will be docked a full week's wage, not sick, not paid. And through here's one of our first extra secrets, guys. So, in addition to, collecting bacon soups and playing all the tapes and playing the radio and playing the story, there's an extra thing here called Johnny's Broken Heart. Head down the hallway that leads to Sammy's office. The first door on your right opens into a room with a pipe organ. Play the organ 5 times, waiting after each time to hear a moaning voice.
Yeah, I heard that.
Listen closely, guys.
Yeah, I hear it.
And we're going to do this 5 times. That's 3. That's 4. And 5. This will unlock Johnny's Broken Heart. At no point in the game is there any explanation for this. We don't know who Johnny is, why he's being harmed by playing a pipe organ. It's just one of those random little Easter eggs that's like, hopefully gets referenced in some like slight way in future, because I think it's really cool, but maybe it's just meaningless, guys, because I mean, this whole world is just a part of a story, really. I mean, it's kind of, you know, it's not real, kind of.
Was that a searcher bubbling there?
Oh no, don't worry. We'll come to that in a second. I just want to show off this room. More instruments you can play.
Cool.
Which again will be important later. Check this out. Don't let Joey see this.
Concept art for a future Bendy episode in universe would be my guess.
It's Bendy with different expressions: happy, sad, disgust, angry, but he's always pulling the same face, the same stupid grin.
Yeah.
Someone's making fun of Bendy.
It's like...
But they don't want to let Joey see this because no, Joey wouldn't react well to it. He's very temperamental.
This is going to sound so obscure, but it reminded me of this bit of... reminds me of this moment in The Simpsons where Lenny gets plastic surgery on his face, so he's got this perpetual grin like that. And like, there's a moment when the nuclear power plant, because he works with Homer and Carl, and Burns and all that, where his face is just sort of fixed like that, and he's just like, "This is a nightmare. I just lost all my money."
Oh boy!
So it reminds me of that.
So that's the thing, right? Because Bendy is trapped in that grin. He can't stop smiling, no matter what he's actually feeling on the inside. And that's obviously not the actual case in the cartoons. He does put different expressions, but this is like a mockery because he does that smile iconically so much. Also, someone actually took this score and played it. It's called The Lighter Side of Hell. Just thought I'd note that's a nice little feature of the game. And that you can actually find that score like around The Lighter Side of Hell. It sounds kind of like ambient.
Is that an in-universe song? Or
yeah, it's in-universe.
Oh, cool.
Also, I'm going to save game.
Better get overtime for this.
It's quite funny. And now we have this.
Well, there's the pump switch, all right. But that's one hell of a leak blocking the door, though. If I could just stop that ink from flowing, maybe I can get in.
And for some reason, we can't just smash the glass with our axe. You can smash this guy, though, and he won't get back up.
Ooh.
Because there's no circle here. But yeah, this is Sammy Lawrence's office, and this is the pump switch he was so angry about. He would sit here. And we do have a tape here, which is actually part of the story, and this is Wally Franks. You'll let you listen to this, and he'll respond to chat.
It's like they disappeared into thin air or something. All I can think of is that they must have fallen in one of the garbage cans I was making my rounds last week. I just hope nobody tells Sammy, because if he finds out I lost my keys again, I'm out of here.
So, Wally Franks, the Klutz janitor, he's lost his keys, and they're in one of the bins. So we've got to look around in all the bins and find his keys. They're not in here. I know what they look like. I also just want to respond to chat real quick. First of all, that's really interesting, Trom. I'm going to check out your game. I can't believe how quickly you're developing on it. This is Chapter 2, Omega Player. Thank you for joining, because I have someone new around here. Leave a like if you're enjoying, guys. And I have no plans to play Alien Isolation. My stream schedule's pretty tight, and like I don't even know if I could stream that game without it lagging seriously. But apparently we've already hit 10 likes, so you guys want more Bendy. It says 9 for me, but I trust you, because it's not always in sync. That's awesome. So, tell you what, 10 likes and I'll play more Bendy soon. If we hit 20, I'll do more tomorrow. So I'm going to change the like goal. Here we go. I just got to get that in there. Yeah, 20 likes, and I'll do more Bendy tomorrow. I'll come back and finish Chapter 2 tomorrow. So I might finish it today, but I don't know. Either way, Chapter 3 is going to take a long time. Chapter 3 is a big one. But yeah, they randomly generate. You're right, DJ. I'm not sure if they're actually in the bins before you press that tape, because I've never like seen them around. But yeah, so I know where all the bins are, though. I've played this game a whole load of times. I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to look around all the bins. Could be in here.
How long is each chapter?
There they are.
Approximately.
Second time.
Ooh.
The chapters are not equal in length. Like the first one, if you like was speedrunning, you could do it in 10 minutes, and the third one, if you were taking your time, could take like 5 hours. It's a huge difference. This one, 40 minutes if you were like rushing it, I guess. Speedrun maybe 20. I don't know. But yeah, this is the closet. There's some more bacon soup cans. Let's not miss any, guys. According to our achievement guide, we don't want to miss the. Let's see, 4 cans in the supply closet outside of Sammy's office. I'm just trying to locate that on the map. Yeah, and we've already had the 1 can that was in the other room. So here are the cans. We have to eat the one on top first.
More soup, more salt poisoning.
Yep,
Right
yep. It's good for you guys. It's good for you. And then we have this, which is also crucial to the story. Let's listen.
Every artistic person needs a sanctuary.
because I can't actually read the text, so I need to hear it.
Enter, you need only know my favorite song. The violin shudders with a piercing voice. The piano delicately calls. The bass fiddle sings with deep articulation. The piano returns in graceful harmony.
Okay. Violin, piano, bass, piano.
And my sanctuary will open to you.
Now, this is the puzzle, okay? It's really cool how this works. So, we got to play the music instruments in the correct order, okay? It was violin, piano, bass,
I
piano.
know there's something I've got to do in here, but I feel like I'm missing something.
So we go, where is it? Violin. So we play violin, piano, bass, and then piano. And it is randomized. You can select, you know, sometimes the banjo comes up, sometimes the drum comes up, but nothing's happening, guys. Nothing's happening. Look at this. It's the light side of hell again. Also, those bendy cutouts are gone.
Spooky. So,
There they are.
the Bendy studio, Joey Drew Studios. Before the story, is it defunct or abandoned?
This place has been out of, like, business for 30 years or so.
Oh, wow.
Actually, well, Henry left 30 years ago. It's been out of business for about 15. The timeline is like, it's founded in 1929. Joey basically erases the first 3 years of its history and claims it's made in 1931 because he's trying to get rid of Henry. Because Henry left, because Joey was an awful guy. And then it survives and evolves until 1946 when it finally shuts down. And this game is set in about 1962, I think.
Oh, right.
So it's been about the best part of 15 years.
Wow.
So yeah, 15 years. This whole place is declared defunct. Those two cutouts are up there now. They were here before. I also want to listen to this.
It may only be my second month working
Another
with
audio
Joey
recording.
Drew, but I
Make
can
sure I'm checking this off the
already
list.
tell I'm gonna love it here. People really seem to enjoy my Alice Angel voice. Sammy says she may be
Okay, we're only missing one more audio recording before we've got old
someday.
problems.
These past few weeks, I voiced everything from talking chairs to dancing.
Checking chat every time we listen to one of these.
This is the first character I've really felt a connection with. She's a part of me. Alice and I, we're going places.
Okay, so that was Susie Campbell, who is the voice actor for Alice Angel, and we'll see more of her in the next chapter. For now, though, don't mind the ink in the barrels. Very unusual. If you hit that enough times, I think it actually explodes. And yeah, that's the same with all of these. But yeah, what we want to do, and it takes some people a long time to work this out, which is fair enough, because you've got to connect quite a few dots. The reason we have the Norman Polk tape in here is because he describes Sammy switching this on and then running down in there while everyone's out, like the little devil was chasing him behind, and this is why, okay? We have to, oh god. We got to play the instruments in order while the projector is still running. So we have to switch on the projector, play the instruments in order, and only then will it open up. Now it's it's violin, piano, bass, piano. So we've got to go fast. This is going to be close. Tombstone Picnic's on there, which is one of the first. There we go, we got it.
Hey.
There was actually an animation playing up there, and you probably missed it, unfortunately. But it was actually Tombstone Picnic, which was the first Bendy, like, authentic 1930s style, like, animation that was released onto the Bendy YouTube channel. It was actually part of the Chapter 3 trailer, where basically Bendy's chased down by, like, he gets scared by a skeleton. The skeleton's not actually intending to harm him. Boris is, like, eating his lunch. And it's got, like, an ominous ending. It's more like the earliest known, like, cartoons. But there's loads of extra content outside the game. You can find, like, YouTube and merchandise and other games and stuff. So, this is Sammy's, like, secret place. Sing a happy song, whistle a merry tune, wait for his return. He's coming very soon. And, we just got to press this. So, we've got to get 2 of these. And then improving the flow.
No,
What is this?
it's hiding in the walls.
Alright, look closely. Do you see him?
I think I do. There he is. Whoa!
Yeah, got it. See, it doesn't get me because I've seen this before, but I was wondering what your reaction would be. So there's a whole bunch of searches that just jump out at us. I know, right? I'm sorry.
No. I'm glad. I'm glad you didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Like,
So, instant fight.
Does anyone know the tar monster from Scooby-Doo?
Minecraft style, guys. Get a crit on them, jump with the axe. That's the Minecraft style. Now, there's a little secret. He's watching us, guys. There's a man with a Bendy mask up here watching us.
Yeah. He's wearing a
Nothing to
mask
do.
to protect himself.
Yeah, he's anti-COVID. He's stopping he's flattening the curve.
Yeah, he's flattening the curve.
Yeah, but good man. But yeah,
That's why you can't get to him, because he's social
watching us.
distancing.
He's social dis. Yeah, God. Oh my God, that's so funny. He's social distancing. The game devs knew what was going to happen.
Then there's the one with the massive head up there. It's just...
That's just a Bendy cutout, actually. But I'll show you in a minute. So yeah, he's overseeing this. Okay, it's like he's the leader. And this door is locked during the fight, so you can't just run out, and then it unlocks. But let's rush back up there. The thing is, he was actually in a room different to this, so we can't reach him. But also, have you noticed the Bendy cutouts moving? There were a couple down there earlier. In fact, if I check all of the achievements now, guys, we're going for probably one of the most interesting yet. So, we've gotten Johnny's Broken Heart. We've gotten my favourite song, which is to unlock the Sanctuary. We're partway through with Canadian Bacon, partway through with Old Problems, there's only one tape left to go. What we want to do now is strike up the band. Now, this is basically a reward for people who are really, really bad at getting Sammy's Sanctuary. If you switch on the... Oh no, can we not do it? Have you got to do it before? Hold on.
The tape's glowing.
Yeah, the tape's glowing, we can try, but you gotta... Guys, you have to restart the chapter. Hold on, if I load... I remember I saved games. If I load save, we should be a little bit further back without having to redo everything. Guys, I just realised that by opening the Sanctuary, it disables the things you need to be able to do that. That sucks. Okay, basically, if you're really bad at opening the Sanctuary and you go to and from with the projector running, you get a very special achievement. We're back here. Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna go through this again. Now, we don't have to redo everything.
How did this place get so big?
Because the achievements are already set. Like, I already got most of these achievements on my first couple of playthroughs. We have to do that again because I missed it, which is really annoying.
Is the guy gonna walk by?
He is. That's
Excuse me,
Sammy Lawrence, same guy who's up in the
Where the hell did he go?
thing. Let me just eat all of these.
Bacon!
Gotta eat all the bacon.
Bacon!
I'm really sorry for the setback, guys, but like I want to get this. I think I already have it as well, but I want to show it to you because it's so good.
Bacon!
Bacon, 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 bacon,
Matt.
bacon, bacon,
It's okay.
bacon.
You've got the bacon. Now move on.
Need to get power to this gate
Alright.
somehow.
So
Should be a couple switches nearby.
there's one. I think we
maybe I
missed a
can
bacon
open
soup
it.
back here as well, so might as well go get it. Oh well, I can go through this pretty quickly, guys. Just bear with me. Give me like 5 minutes, and I'll be back up to where we were. Because this chapter I've played, like the earlier chapters I've played over and over the more times. Because that's how updates work. Like I've replayed all the chapters every time a new one releases, and there's 5 in all. So you know, chapter 2 I've played plenty. Also, I've had additional replays since the full game dropped. The only thing I haven't done is go through the entire game again with the seeing tool, but we'll get to that. So, oh wait, did we get the first bacon out there? I think the game will have reset. I want to make sure I've gotten all the bacons, because I've never gotten Canadian bacon, and we can't miss this, guys.
Yeah.
Actually-
William Shatner swears by it.
Yeah. So, there's 1 bacon soup here. And there's... Oh, no, there's 3. Alright, Hannah, I'm really paranoid. I'm going to go all the way back here just to make sure I haven't missed any. But I think we've gotten all the ones in this section. I'm going to check the map again. Yeah, okay. So, I'm pretty sure that's the starting point.
Yeah, that's right. The shrine's where, because there's 2 coffins.
There's actually 3 coffins. This one's on
3.
its side. Yeah, okay. We've gotten there's 3 bacon soups here, and then there's 20 cans on the other shelf. There's none over here. We're good.
How far underground do you suppose the studio
That's a
is?
good question. So, at this point, we've fallen what looks like maybe 2 floors from the first chapter, which is on ground level, because you could see like natural light coming from the outside from the sun. So but we went down some more stairs as well, so we could be like half a kilometer underground. Further, it goes really far down though. Like this is nothing compared to later chapters. It goes really far down. So while we're waiting, I'm just gonna check chat. Time to speedrun. I'm gonna speedrun this game sometime. Yeah. Yeah, the letter says 30 years. That's because Henry left 30 years ago. The studio was still in operation for another 15 years or so while Henry was gone. Then another 15 years while Henry was gone, and then Henry came back here. But yeah, I'm just gonna make sure chat's updating because sometimes it doesn't update properly. But yeah, I am gonna speedrun this game sometime, guys. It'd be a really cool thing to do, I think.
See, I'm just taking in what you said now about that bit of lore about Henry leaving. It's
really dark in here.
I always like it when games do that. Where stories
Looks like the
in
stairwell
general
is
have their own
flooded.
sort of
If I'm gonna get out of here, I need to find a way to drain.
Go on, George. Keep talking. We've already heard this audio.
fair enough.
Just gonna rush through
My
it.
favourite kind of not just games but stories as well.
They're all stories. Games, films,
Yeah.
books. They're all stories. I want
It's
something.
where you have like in-universe lore and history.
Oh, dude, you love FNAF. It's dense, but it's good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know,
The middle bit was poorly told, but it's good. Get the crits,
nothing's
get the crits.
perfect. But like you look at how expansive Tolkien made his work on
Oh gosh, yeah.
all the Middle Earth books, like The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, The Silmarillion, and you see that like today you see it carry over with games and with films as well. Like in films you have, I think Star Wars would be a good example of.
Star Wars is pretty
lore.
cool lore. I actually
in a
watch
way.
a channel called Star Wars Theory. They're really good.
Oh yeah.
Love those guys. They're fun.
Speaking of, the original Clone Wars cartoon is coming to Disney Plus soon, which is quite
Yes.
exciting.
Oh, the original!
Yeah.
The 2003 one!
All right.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god, the nostalgia. I love the... I mean, the new one's amazing, but the old one is arguably better. It's really good. They both did amazing jobs with the storytelling and their animation.
Indeed. In terms of game lore,
Spawn here again.
I'm familiar
Gimme.
with.
All the Star Wars games we play. We played tons of
Regarding
those.
game lore, I'm more familiar with bits and pieces, like in this case with Bendy I know a little bit, Assassin's Creed I know a little bit,
Assassin's Creed is
and I know a tiny bit about FNAF as well, which I know this guy plays quite a bit as well.
Yeah, FNAF's pretty cool. There's a lot of like I'm an absolute nerd for FNAF theories. Like it's so dense now that there are 4 separate timelines just so Scott can tell all the stories he wants to in like parallel universes. Not connected, but like that's the explanation. But it's like there's so many different
Timelines?
yeah timelines and like different games. So it's really cool though. I like those kind of stories as well, mystery stories. But sometimes it's too mysterious. And I just need to hear this again. Is it the same? I think it says bass, banjo, piano.
The banjo playfully
Bass,
clucks.
banjo,
The piano
piano.
delicately calls. The drum thunders in triumph.
Bass, banjo, piano, drum. Bass, banjo, piano, drum. Can you guys put that in chat, please?
Bass, piano, drum.
Bass, banjo, piano, drum.
Bass, banjo, piano, drum.
Yeah, bass, banjo, piano, drum.
Bass, banjo, piano, drum.
Come on, Joe, keep doing it. Bass, banjo, piano, drum. Bass, banjo, piano, drum. Bass, banjo, piano, drum. Bass, banjo, piano, drum. Okay, stop now. Okay, bass, banjo, piano, drum.
Drum. I think we've established that now.
I'm not
I was going to
make
say
it.
before, but the whole multiple timelines thing, it reminds me. I was telling you about Community a little while back. There's a very popular episode in the 3rd season called Remedial. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Oh my God,
Remedial
that's so
Chaos
close.
Theory, which deals with like what happens like in
Oh no,
7
I've done
other
it again!
timelines.
I've done it again! I meant to do the secret before that. I can't believe this. Guys, this is so dumb. The secret is disabled after that point. I keep going for that. It's so dumb. Joe, keep talking. We need content. So.
All right. Let me know if I'm distracting them. Do
Oh
tell me
my
to shush
God,
at any
that's
point.
so dumb. I just went over again because my brain's on automatic. Yeah, keep talking though.
But for anyone, someone's got a question for me.
Do you want to answer that now? There you go.
How did you find your liking for? Well, I grew up on. I basically just grew up on television and going to the cinema at least once a year, with the exception of this year and last year so far. Like, my dad would always take my brother and I to the cinema when we were very young. The first 2 films I saw at the cinema were Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and Toy Story 2. The latter of which is one of my all-time favourite films.
Classic, yeah, man.
And my favourite of the Toy Stories, even though they're all brilliant, including the TV specials and the shorts. See,
Yeah,
I'm that invested. I'm a big fan. I mentioned The Lord of the Rings before.
Yeah.
I'm a I'm a particularly avid fan of Peter Jackson's film trilogy.
They're really good. I love those.
I think of all the film versions of Tolkien's work, those three, because there have been multiple, including Rankin Bass and Ralph Bakshi.
Well, I guess there's only one thing
Peter
to do.
Jackson films in particular.
Press on.
I just love the attention to
Seems like
detail
you
and
found a
the
way out.
attention to story and character, especially the extended versions. So the Lord of the Rings
This
trilogy,
place gets so big.
the Lord of the Rings film trilogy, I should say, was a big factor in me going to film school.
Guys, we've got questions for Joe. Ask him, because this is actually a really good opportunity. Joe's never going to be on a stream again after this. Probably. Maybe.
Excuse me.
Seriously, though.
I'm going back to my own timeline after this because I'm him from the future.
Yes, sorry, so my brother Joe, the two separate people. But seriously, guys, if you've got a question for him, ask away, because I have actually something really interesting to spice this up, I think. It's exclusive.
I'm a particularly big fan of Star Trek, and especially of The Next Generation, which I've watched for all my life.
Need to get power to this gate somehow. Should be a
and I've
couple
always felt
switches
that
nearby.
Star Trek on the
Then maybe I
television
can open it.
works particularly well because of the kind of storytelling that it does. Especially the quieter moments, or the moments that don't rely on using big budget special effects, that rely on the characters and what they do. There are a few exceptions, like when you get the Borg in, or a huge.
I love the
Klingon
intro
Prey.
of First Contact. It's probably my favourite Star Trek movie.
Oh, it's mine as well. Like I think what I liked about First Contact was it cherry picks the best bits tonally from prior Star Trek films like The Wrath of Khan and The Voyage Home. But it seems to blend horror, time travel, science fiction, and to a lesser extent comedy all in one go. And I watched First Contact. I watched Generations first.
Of
And
course,
obviously
Generations
I watched
was
them all in order growing up. Star Trek
Really dark
films.
in here.
But First Contact I watched when I was about 9 or 10 years
Looks like
old.
the stairwell's flooded.
And again,
Back
it's
here. We need to find
what
a way
Star
to
Trek
drain it.
does best when it's at its best is it focuses on character, like say, for instance, I find Spock a really compelling character, or Picard, obviously, or Riker, Data, Captain Sisko from Deep Space Nine. And one of the things that made me want to be a writer was my love of Star Trek and my love of theme and storytelling. When I was 11, Doctor Who came back, and I gradually became an avid fan, because it came at a point where a lot of things in my life were changing, like change of town, change of schools, change of social groups.
I used to be an avid Doctor Who fan, but as I grew up, I think it was really after the 50th anniversary, the hype really died, and I started getting more interested in other things.
I think there is something in that, but I personally...
Also, everyone hates Chibnall in the last 2 seasons, obviously, but I'm not really here to talk about that.
I think... it's interesting, because
Doctor Who fans kind of
I
toxic.
started watching Doctor Who, when Christopher Eccleston was the Doctor.
Right.
Most
Let's
underrated
do this.
Doctor, by the way, or certainly one
Oh,
of
I
them.
don't know. Out of the modern ones, yes, but out of all time, probably not. Eccleston was a legend, though.
Christopher Eccleston was my first Doctor, even if I didn't watch
Same.
all of his episodes in sequence until later on. But it wasn't until David Tennant came along that I became a particularly big fan. Ask this guy or anyone that I know.
Just want to respond to chat. I'm glad that you're going to get a lot of clip moments, DJ. Tell Ethan about this, yeah. DJ's also asking, what's the most interesting part of making a film? I'm a video production and broadcasting student. I'm just curious to hear your opinion. You can see that for yourself.
Well, Super Mario DJ, what do I find the most important part of making a film? I'm a video production and broadcasting student. Oh, well, DJ, I'm just going to abbreviate to DJ. Just
no, same.
I hope
We
you
all
don't
do that.
mind.
DJs,
First of all, well done on getting on the course. I think it's amazing that you're doing that. Video broadcasting and production. I think that's what it said. That's awesome that you're doing that.
One
The
Bendy
most
cutout,
important
guys.
thing is, well, there's more than one thing, but I think the first thing you need is an idea,
Yep.
depending on whether or not you're the writer or the director. And 2, the other most important thing is the team. cast, crew, everyone who works together and brings the film together, such as this wonderful cartoon that we're watching on screen.
Yeah. I'm going to keep watching, keep playing it, running up and down.
It's all about bringing the respective components together, make sure that everyone's enjoying what they do and they do what they enjoy, and that there's no ego, there's no vanity, that everyone's communicating. And I think the most important thing is you enjoy it, and you make sure that you're completely invested and that everyone around you is okay. Because there are certain experiences where actors or directors have walked away from a project because of I'm going to use that phrase, creative differences, which is a notorious term for the industry.
Just want to respond to the rest of the chat as well. Sealed Killer has mentioned that. I don't usually watch streams, but this one's very interesting since you guys are talking about other stuff than just the game. And yeah, I think there is a charm, as you say, DJ, to having conversations about things other than the games. The whole point of this channel, just to have a conversation, really. And yeah, it's always good that we can like expand on our topics. Sealed asking, Argent Trouble's asking Sealed a question. I'm not going to talk about it in detail now. But yeah, Sealed, absolutely true. I don't know about all the drama that went down, but I have some info, and yeah, you did the right thing, buddy. I gotta say though, that is really good advice, Joe. I'm kind of a filmmaker. I've done some stuff before in that kind of realm. We all have. I'm a broadcaster, actually, in a sense. But yeah, now guys, I just want to point your attention to something. Every time that I switch the projector on and run down here. Okay, so every time I run down here, the Bendy cutouts go up there, and then when I go up there, they teleport here, right? Have you noticed that? Weird.
Ooh.
When I use the projector while I'm doing it, the number increases. There was 1, then 2, now there are 3. And if we go back up here, there's going to be 3 down here in the chairs, okay? Just keep watching. Joe, keep rambling. Good. It's great.
Thanks, Matt. Coming back quickly to film, or the origins of film, and this ties in a way to Bendy and the Ink Machine, because this was all made, like, in the context of Bendy, it was all made in the 1920s. Have I got that right?
Well, this was production started in 2017, but the in-game stuff is set from 1929 to 1946.
All right.
Generally.
Now, around that time, in the real world, we were having some of the very earliest cartoons, like the first Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Yep.
Popeye,
1930s is where it started.
or
20s
Felix the
even.
Cat, which I know to a degree have inspired the people who've made Bendy. And at that point,
definitely Felix.
you also had the end of silent film, and that transitioned into the talkies with films like The Jazz Singer or the first Laurel and Hardy shorts. I'm a big
I love Laurel and Hardy.
fan.
Okay.
In fact, I got to see Stan and Ollie on the day it came out.
I
while
am
was
watching
still
that, yeah.
living in London. It's immaculately well made, and it did make me cry. And for a film that came in around in the same year as both Avengers Endgame and Toy Story 4, and because I was graduating from film school and I was finishing off, that was, in terms of film, an emotional time for me, personally. That's going to sound so sort of, I don't know, sound so soppy. But in terms of my favourite films, or the other ones that inspire me, I'm a big fan of Back to the Future, which is one of my favourite films.
Love that film as well.
Ferris
Classic.
Bueller's Day Off is another favourite of mine. I also really, really like Edgar Wright's Three Cornettos trilogy. You know, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. The World's End.
And what have those got to do with cornettos?
Watch the trilogy and you'll see. Hot Fuzz is probably my favourite of the three. However, The World's End has this really nice little Easter egg. About 6 months ago, I went back and I visited High Wycombe, where this one was born, and it was also one of the towns where I grew up in until I was around between 10 and 12 years old. And at the start of The World's End, there is a scene that was filmed at High Wycombe train station, which it took me a couple of goes when I rewatched it, and I was like, oh my god, I know that. And when I was at High Wycombe last time, I had to go outside and find the bit where they shot that particular scene. I was like, yeah, I know exactly where they did that. It was brilliant. But I'm interested to know For anyone who's out there, are there any particular films that you enjoy? Anything you want to see in terms of the industry going forwards? Like, because I know that Marvel kind of dominate everything at the moment. I'm a big Marvel fan.
Who's watched WandaVision? I binged the whole thing in one night.
WandaVision is very good. Anyone who's seen it, no spoilers.
Cinematic
However,
TV is a thing now.
However, I am more looking forward to a little thing beginning tomorrow called The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, it starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah! I've also been very excited for
good-
that. Trailer looks awesome.
And a good part of that comes down to the banter between Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan.
Oh god, yeah.
Because
their
in real
chemistry's
life,
so
they
good.
seem like the best of friends. I've been watching interviews back and forth for years, like between the two of them, or with another interviewer, and every time they take the mickey out of poor Tom Holland.
Oh god, yeah. Poor kid.
Yeah, but it's all playful. They're all mates. Sorry, my hair keeps getting in my face.
I just wanted to say, by the way, guys, we're almost there. You see there are 8 bendies here now. So when you switch on the projector and go back and forth, more bendies appear from like the bit where Sammy appears and the like whatever that's called, the pit where they're playing. This achievement is called Strike Up the Band. If we travel up and down from the booth 10 times, we get 9 bendy cutouts, okay? And then when you successfully open the sanctuary, they'll all be next to Sammy. This achievement is called Strike Up the Band because what you're doing is getting all of the musicians back into their seats, basically.
Nice.
Not saying that the musicians are haunting the bendy cutouts as ghosts, they might be, it's kind of unclear, but...
Whoa.
How do the bendy cutouts move on their own, you know?
They just disappeared.
Yeah, exactly. They've been doing this. That's all of them, that's all 9, they should all be here now.
It's like, again, coming back to Doctor
Go
Who,
for
it's
the
like
closet.
the Weeping Angels. They move when your back is turned.
That's a scary trope in video games, there's loads of that. SCP-173, Ronald, which released lately.
Yeah. I personally find the Daleks scarier than the Weeping Angels.
Daleks aren't scary.
Daleks
Daleks haven't been scary since...
I'm going to say that bit of the Stolen Earth. Just
Yeah,
wait,
Daleks haven't been scary since
where-
Russell T left.
Where all the companions
Sorry,
hear
Moffat.
them, and they just
There we go, guys,
exterminate
all
on a
9.
loop, and you just see all of them: Sarah Jane, Jack, Martha.
that was
just like,
good.
Oh my god,
That was good.
But David Tennant was my Doctor.
Doctor
for
Who's
while
a
growing
big
up.
thing, guys. It's something I want to bring to the channel, kind of like I have done with Star Wars and might do with things like Sherlock, not sure to a lesser extent, but there aren't really any good Doctor Who video games I can play right now.
There's
Because
the pump switch, all right.
oh, there's the...
What I
hell of a
think,
leak
what I would
blocking
like
the
to
door,
see
though.
is
I already have this.
I could just stop the ink from flowing. Maybe I can get in.
what I would like to see at some point is an open world Doctor Who game,
That would be amazing. Yeah.
which would be awesome. Like where you get to play as
Base.
a different Doctor, like in a different era, like say you get to play as Tom Baker or as Jodie Whittaker or Paul McGann or whoever, or even John Hurt, his Doctor, rest his soul.
Okay.
But
Bass, banjo, bass drum.
Matt Smith's Doctor, he's very good, but I was less invested in him,
Bass.
and that was at a point where I was less interested in the show at the time, partly because I was such a big fan of David Tennant's Doctor, also because the direction that the show went in at that point with convoluted storylines, and it got a bit lost. For me.
Series 6 is still the worst of the new series. Maybe Series 11, but I'm not going to debate that because people are just going to get really triggered.
Yeah.
Honestly, people get so oh, what's the tune? Bass, banjo, bass drum, not focused. Bass, banjo, bass drum.
But I did get more reinvested when Jenna Coleman came on board as Clara because I liked her dynamic with the Doctor, and I felt like there was a real chemistry there.
And we
Even-
didn't get enough episodes, like half a series of those guys. I
Exactly.
wish we had more because Clara and 11 were like my favourite pair up, like ever.
That's nice.
They're like the ones I grew up with, I think. I grew up with
And
loads.
then obviously you had the Day
Right,
of the
so
Doctor, which
there's
got
9
me
of them,
reinvested.
guys.
But
Look at
when
that.
Peter Capaldi came on board, I remember the day they announced it. I just went yes
Holly's awesome.
when they did it, and because he's such a phenomenal actor anyway, like if you see him in The Thick of
Is
It
he?
or Local Hero, or even in his other Doctor Who appearances or in Torchwood as well. Anyone who has seen him will know what a wonderful actor he is. And
Brace yourselves again.
oh,
There they are. That's what happens when you take damage, by the way. I'm just going to show you. You see the ink around our vision?
that's a lot of damage.
One more hit, we're dead.
But I think if
Let that happen.
for any Whovians out there, and while you're here, Matt, I would definitely say go back and rewatch all the Peter Capaldi series. Because
Yeah, I really need to rewatch because my memory of the newer stuff is much less for some reason. I don't know why, because I've rewatched it. That's the thing. I stopped rewatching stuff after Series 5.
most of series 8 to 10 is fairly solid.
Oh, hello. What's this?
And I think that the 12th Doctor
See a door
gets
or
better
something
as it
down there.
goes along, and
the cutouts
Stephen
are
Moffat's writing improves again as well.
I need to
For
rewatch
the very
Series
most
1 to
part.
10. It's a great
Yeah.
set.
Actually, while I'm here, I've met Stephen Moffat.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Guys, the cutouts and Sammy, they're all gone now. Look at that. They're all vanished.
I met
Let's go check chat.
I met Stephen Moffat at the screening of The Day of the Doctor at the British Film Institute in London while I was in my David Tennant costume. Yeah, I dressed as the 10th Doctor. Nice guy. It was a bit intimidating being around him, but but he was cool. Very funny as well. He cracked like 10 jokes a minute, and,
Wow.
and it's just like because he used to write for television comedy before he did Doctor Who and Sherlock and Dracula. And
Question
again,
for you, Joe.
but let's have a look. Hello, Olivia. So I'm currently on my second year of level 3 film and TV, and I'm doing my final project, which I've decided will be a sitcom sort of thing. Awesome. Do you have just any random advice at all that might help? First of all, Olivia, I love sitcom. Secondly, well done. And in response to your question, the best advice I could have is if you're doing a sitcom, it's worth, if you're not doing it already, watch as many different situation comedies as possible, like, because in order to inform
Do this
yourself a
again,
bit more
just in
about the
case.
kind of approach you want to go for, like, say, do you want something in front of a live audience, or do you want something that's a bit more contemporary, or do you want something that's pre or post Watershed? It's worth thinking about the kind of comedy that you want to do and finding your audience, and most importantly, finding your subject matter as well. And with comedy, I think if you look at something like Dad's Army or Faulty Towers or Frasier in particular, it's worth looking at characters who could potentially be really tragic, but instead of writing a tragedy about them, you put them in funny scenarios and see how funny they are because of the stupid decisions they make. So if you're going into writing it, consider your protagonist and what their surroundings are.
Okay.
I think that would be my answer. I would go into greater depth. I would also recommend BATIM for any fans of British sitcom, which was done by the same people who did The Young Ones, Filthy Rich and Cat Flap, including the late great Rick Mayall, who we lost nearly 7 years ago.
Oh man, it's been that long already. What the hell? Okay, I've just made sure I've got all the bacon soups in this area, guys, because we're about to go into a new area. Alright? So, we've done the puzzle now. Now I have to find the second valve to fix the leak. So, you remember in the stairwell back there, it's all flooded, right? Well, if we go to the infirmary now that we've turned one valve, we can go downstairs. And this was really exciting, because when the game was releasing chapter by chapter, things got retroactively updated. This area was blocked off in the original version, and then after a couple of versions, this was introduced, and I was like, wow, this is really exciting. There's also a couple extra of these dudes. Should we see what happens when we die? I haven't died yet. I'm not going to do a no death run this time, guys. I'm going to do that another time for my speed run properly. Joe, this is what happens when you die, okay? So if you take enough damage from enemies, you end up here. You can only go forwards. You can't go any other direction.
Nice.
So you're quite literally going towards the light in a dark, inky tunnel. It's all orangey, laser.
Really cool.
And then you always respawn at these statues.
Alright.
That sound effect. So, basically, what this is, I think it's just called the ink tunnel. All of the sounds in the ink tunnel are voice lines only from chapter 1 that Henry speaks, distorted, and kind of, made to sound all funny. And there's a reason why they're all only from chapter 1. We're not entirely sure, but there's probably a reason. Now, we'll go to the infirmary, guys. So there's a second search, I believe, we're going to take out in one hit, because we're okay.
Oh no, there's no valve.
So yeah, here we go.
Where did it go?
So there's no valve, so we have to press this. There's a door down there which opens.
This is a little bit creepy.
Right, it gets creepier here. The infirmary, hospital, injuries, there's a lot of connotations.
Oh.
This is all they had for an infirmary. That's bare bones, man.
It's like something out of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Like,
Nest.
Joey Drew was like Stalin, ironically, because he was a hardcore capitalist, you know, but his social policy was, you know, very much work hard, work happy, no breaks for you, we've got to be productive, because animations, like, takes ages. And yeah, also, I'd like to point this out, it's pretty spooky, so we're being followed, lovely. If we go down here...
Down here, we're all spanners.
Sinners.
Oh.
You're a... Shut up, you spanner. You're a spanner. We can't go this way. Yeah, down here we're all sinners.
Oh.
Look at that.
Thing holding my valve?
Henry's so possessive. Was that a thing
sheep
holding
will
my
all-
valve?
The sheep will come to slaughter. Oh, God.
Yep.
I'm getting a real Chamber of Secrets vibe from this.
It is. Also,
You know, when Ginny writes on the...
yes! Guys, last of the tapes which we haven't heard, this should be all of them.
I love the quiet. And that's hard to come by in these busy times. And yeah, sure, it may stink to high heaven down here, but it's just perfect for an old lyricist like me. Sammy's songs always got some
Yeah,
bounce,
so-
but if I didn't get away once in a while, they'd never have any words to go with them. So I'll keep my mind to singing and my nose closed.
So yeah, that's Jack Fane. That's like his only audio log. I think I might have one more in the next chapter. Some people think, that the ink dude that we're chasing now with the hat is Jack Fane. And that's the reason he's going down. I didn't mean to play that again. Like, this dude is Jack Fane now. Get out of here. Get out of here. That one doesn't respawn. Yeah, people think this is Jack Fane.
Whoa.
Now you might notice we can't just attack him like the other searchers. He's also he's a thick searcher, he's a swollen searcher. We can't quite reach
He's
him.
got
The valve we need, yeah.
Ah.
So the way we do this is by interacting with these buttons. Get out of here. Look at this. So there's a bit of room we can move around in here. We want to get him over there so we can do this.
Whoa, nice one.
Henry is ruthless, but... Excuse me.
Sorry I had to do that. Nice hat, though.
There is actually a super secret, like a super duper secret thing, which I might be able to find right... You know what, guys? I want to show you a super duper secret, okay? I'm not going for all 5 of these in this run, because I've already died. It won't work. But you can basically get, like... There's these mega hidden secrets, which don't even have achievements or anything. And there's one in each chapter, right? And this one involves going all the way back to the start. Check this out. Alright. I'm going to go all the way here. So, I'm just checking. We did find all the cans, didn't we? Yeah, we found the can down there. I think we have all the cans for this zone. And we've had all of the radios. We've got old problems. Canadian Bacon's on the way. We've gotten Strike Up the Band. We've gotten Johnny's Broken Heart. We just need Coast to Coast and Man Behind the Curtain now, as well as the 3 story ones that are just coming on. We just got a special hat, run into Jack Fane, and, well, we'll talk about the Believer in a minute. So, let's exit the infirmary. I'm just going to check chat. By the way, we have been streaming for an hour and 50 minutes, guys, so leave a like if you're enjoying. It's very much appreciated.
Guys, well done, Jordan Cook.
That's very cool. That's very cool. I'm glad you have. Yeah, I've beaten, like, at least 2 times, I think. Probably just twice, not 3. I'm not sure. And yeah, don't worry, DJ, I haven't forgotten about the Man Behind the Curtain. We'll get to that. So, the objective now is to find the second valve. The second valve is down there, and we put it in there and we turn it. But before we do that, I want to do some other things, because there's an event which is going to lock us out of this whole zone. If we, meaning we can't get these secrets now. So now that I've killed Jack Fane in his ink form, if we go all the way back to the start, there's going to be something very interesting. First of all, these guys actually spawn back here. I didn't remember that. But in this game, the best way to find secrets is backtracking. Every time you complete an objective, go as far back as you can to areas that aren't sealed off. You always find interesting stuff. Nothing much around here. Oh, never mind. There we go. Spawning right by the coffins. Interesting. If we go all the way back here, Joe, what do you think is going to be ahead? What do you think it is?
I think there's going to be some sort of... it's either going to be Ink Bendy,
Yeah.
or another Cardboard Bendy, or maybe another Searcher. Either way, I think there's going to be something that's just going to go... Blah!
A jump scare, a living creature.
Might be. Oh, hang on, you're back where you started.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Have I not done it properly? Oh, it might be because I died. I'm not sure, guys. Alright, I'll just tell you. Basically, a searcher spawns in this room wearing the same hat. It's like Jack Fane respawns in here, and he starts chasing you.
Oh,
and you can actually kill him the traditional way. And he's got like a headlamp this time. The hat's not exactly the same, but it didn't work that time. I think it's because I died. But there's a super duper secret if you play through the entire game without dying and get a bunch of hallucinations, because killing him a second time causes something really freaky to happen. But don't worry, you'll see more of that later.
I just remembered one other thing off topic. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, go on.
Olivia, if you're still there, just in response to your question before about sitcom, it's worth thinking about the style as well. RGN Trom, I love Family Guy. I've been watching a lot of it now that it's on Disney Plus, including episodes I hadn't seen before, especially the earlier stuff. But it's worth trying to find a good style for it, like say. How I Met Your Mother is very stylized. I've recently been watching Community for the first time a few months ago, which is now one of my favourite American sitcoms. I'd put it just under, like Frasier, out of US sitcoms. Frasier would be at the top, then How I Met Your Mother, then Community, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I've got a few more that I need to watch. But Community's very good at, especially the first 3 seasons, a lot of which were directed by the Russo brothers, who later went on to work for this fairly niche indie company called Marvel Studios.
Yes, never heard of them.
You know, you may have heard of them. But Community's very good at character-based humour and one-liners and meta comedy as well. I think the guy who wrote most of it, Dan Harmon, later went on to write and create Rick and Morty, which I've only seen a bit of. I've seen the Pickle Rick episode, which is very funny and bizarre.
Here we go.
But Community's one, I definitely recommend it.
Matt, do you like FNAF World? I do like FNAF World. I'm planning to do a replay of that down the line. People have asked me to replay all the FNAF spin-off games, so once I'm done with Pizza Sim, I'm going to do Sister Location and then FNAF World. It could be a long way off, probably. Security Breach might come out before then, but it's on its way, and yeah, I do like it. It's a good game. It was underrated. It's not underrated anymore, but yeah. Okay, so I put in the valve, as you guys saw, and I've turned that. So there's only one step left to go. We've done all of this. We can now actually access the office because we've stopped the leak into Samuel Lawrence's office. What does that say? Office of Samuel Lawrence.
Music Department Director.
Music Department Director, yeah. So there's the pump control. Alright. Now we're done. So
nice.
There's a couple more achievements. This is really cool, actually. I've never seen this view before. This looks nice. So, first of all, it's time to believe. It's on there. There's a load of catchphrases he's written on the walls.
Believe I can fly.
Well, speaking of songs, this gives you the achievement Coast to Coast, and we have the rearranged kind of diegetic version of this kind of danger.
I do. Coming back to Matt's question at the start, this song, Build Our Machine, this was my introduction to Bendy and the Ink Machine, the music video for this song, which has a really sort of old-timey steampunk-esque kind of vibe to it, and it sounds like something out of Music Hall. Whenever I think of Bendy or watch Bendy, I generally think of this song. Yeah, go for it. And again, I think this would be my favourite Bendy song. Feel free to comment below.
D.A. Games is a brilliant writer. I think there's great songs all around.
This would kill the music.
Yeah,
this I think is it's the only one I've heard that I can remember, but it's a bit of an earworm.
I'd also like to point out Ink Machine Mark II.
Ooh.
All right. For the this is for someone found the game file in more clarity, which is actually a blueprint. It's actually blue. This is basically a blueprint for a second version of the Ink Machine, I think, or Mark I or something, and it's for Wally Franks to see. Now there are actually multiple Ink Machines. So this is like the old Ink Machine design, the alpha model, the beta model. The final one in the game is different. and they've actually written it into the story that there have been multiple versions of the Ink Machine. The one we're seeing in the game is the Mark II, that's the Mark I, which is hidden in Chapter 3. You can actually see it through some planks. It's very hidden, but it's cool. Now, one thing, so we got Coast to Coast. We're all set for Canadian Bacon. We got Johnny's Broken Heart. And we've got Old Problems and Strike Up the Band. The only thing left is Man Behind the Curtain. Right. So if you go into this room, you might notice something odd. There's light coming from behind this wall. Right? There's a light coming in from behind it, and you think, oh, it's just the adjacent room. But there's this big space in between the adjacent room. But there's a Boris poster here, and just like last time, it's the Meatly Easter egg.
What the heck is this?
Took the words out of my mouth.
This guy actually does the voice of Henry, Wally Franks, and the Butcher Gang, and someone else, Jack Fane. I think he did Jack Fane, Henry, Wally, and yeah.
Someone mentioned Family Guy before.
Sheep Songs, guys.
Somewhere in the 100th episode, there's a cutaway gag where Peter dates a stick figure, and this person who just appeared on screen reminded me of that. If anyone knows
Eggplant
the bit I'm on
Dave.
about, then,
all right,
you'll
Lily.
know what I'm on about.
Hey, Ethan, how you doing? Ha. Yeah, feel free to clip stuff. Special guest just for this one episode. I'm glad you guys are excited for the series as well. We've got plenty of likes. I'm going to do more soon. But yeah, so the Meat the Easter egg's always behind a Boris poster, and you're only able to walk through it on like the last objective. And this time he's holding a trombone because it's music themed. So we're going to head out now. No, I'm actually going to... Can I actually leave... I can't leave an axe mark on him. I want to test this. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go now. Bye-bye. And we're all set. So all we want to do now is escape. Leave. We're going to go for the exit that's right over there. No problem, right? Because, like, there's no 3rd, 4th, and 5th chapters. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Oh.
Long dialogue sequence coming up, so I'm just going to let this play out and joking give you his thoughts.
There we go now, nice and tight. We wouldn't want our sheep roaming away now, would we? No, we wouldn't. I must admit, I am honored you came all the way down here to visit me. It almost makes what I'm about to do seem cruel. But the believers must honor their savior. I must have him notice me. Wait, you look familiar to me. That face. Not now, for our Lord is calling to us, my little sheep. The time of sacrifice is at hand. And then I will finally be freed from this prison, this inky, dark abyss I call a body. Shh. Quiet. Listen. I can hear him crawling above. Crawling. Let us begin. The ritual must be completed. Soon he will hear me. He will set us free.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
A lot of iconic quotes, because they get written on the walls as well. But that's Sammy Lawrence. He worships Bendy as a god.
Ah.
And yeah, we're tied up. He knocked us out, tied us up. He's going to feed us to him.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah. But listen. You look around, that's all we can do. Yeah, there's the 2 doors. Look at the 2 doors.
Uh-oh.
Why you don't worship satanic ink gods. That's all that's left of Sammy. Saw him walk in. Yeah. So that would imply Bendy's in the other room, but right now we only got to deal with these guys. Get out of here.
It's too bad we don't have a gun or a sword or something.
Wow, I mean, dude, maybe you should stick around and watch my streams. Even if you can't join me, you should watch, like, the next few episodes. I want the music to stop.
I'll tune in,
Check this out, Ink Machine. That was the ink machine. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment, but the ink machine's being lowered down
I see.
from the first chapter, and we see it in every chapter. But yeah, if you join my other streams, you'll see there are a lot of other weapons in this game, and there is a single gun, which is very difficult to unlock. But if you get it, yeah. So there's all these ink barrels. Just really exploring this room without the chase music. There's a statue. If you die, you respawn here. There's always an area. That's where Sammy had us in one of those pentagram things. I think they're called transmutation circles for some reason.
So he was trying to turn you into an ink monster.
Something like that. I don't know. He was sacrificed to Bendy. This is presumably where we came from. It's locked. This is like a completely separate area of the map, and we can't go in here. Unfortunately, it'd be really cool. There were loads of teasers between chapters. Like at one point, they had Sammy's mask on the floor next to a pair of shoes, as if, oh, but what if he survived? Because we know that people can respawn here. It's kind of weird. But no, he's most definitely dead, and he didn't come back in like chapter 3 or chapter 4. It was really frustrating. But he actually did come back in chapter 5, kind of. Okay, so bacon soups, right? There is a bacon soup. There's a bacon soup at the feet of the Bendy statue. I would never have found this. There's a bacon soup down here, apparently. There it is. That is so hidden. I would never have found that. And then there's just one more. And if the achievement pops up, then when we've got the next one, we've gotten all of them. Because the next one's at the very end of the chapter. So we walked through here. The ink machine was over there. We've got to cut through these boards with our axe. You can actually see it up there. I think that's connected to the area from chapter 1 that was boarded off. This is honestly pretty cool. Just gonna check chat one more time because you guys might know what's coming up. But yeah, someone's plan backfired. Joe, you might want to respond to that.
True 3 P1.
True player.
True player.
Just call him Ethan.
Hi, True player. Yeah, I do. One of the other people in the comment section, Olivia, asked a question about sitcoms.
Yeah.
So
Given that you got Olivia actually, because there's another Olivia, but she's on a second account because her main one's kind of locked out for some reason.
I see.
Also, our axe broke.
But just long story short, yeah, I enjoy a good sitcom. A good sitcom. I'm not talking about something like The Big Bang Theory or Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Those are really popular. I thought they were pretty good actually.
There's a difference between popular and good. Like, say for instance, I'm trying to think of the most niche sitcom. Like again, I talked about Community a while back. The IT Crowd is very good. Father Ted, I'm a big fan of as well. Dad's Army is one of my favourites. I've mentioned all the Rick Mail ones, but I think it all depends on the quality of the writing and all the different components that come into it, like cast, crew, and just how, and whether or not it ages well as well. Like I know there are at least 2 or 3 people in my family who really like Friends. I'm personally not the biggest fan because I enjoyed it when I was a teenager, but.
So, Joe, if you walk backwards in this area, you get this secret audio. So you can hear someone whistling and like machinery behind this door.
Alright.
Now, you may be wondering, why would we walk here backwards? Well, something else happens if we go forwards.
Which is...
There he is! It's the ink demon. Gotta run. We're so gonna die. It's possible to make this without getting killed, but it's tough. Look how close he is. That ink is like extending from him. Oh god. I let myself die there to show you.
You done oofed.
But yeah, that didn't get you as bad as the searches, actually, which surprises me. But Bendy spawns, and at the end you get a little chase sequence. And the place you respawn is pretty much where we just were.
Oh,
the statue. And yeah, he's gonna spawn right here. That we were just standing here. I didn't mean to go that way. No. Oh god. Oh, this is bad. You know, this was not part of the plan. Oh, I gotta run. It is so dark.
It's like Jaws. Here's when you least expect.
Yeah. That shuts him out, apparently.
Sucker!
Which doesn't really make any sense, but... Look at these. There's little toys you can interact with.
Bendies.
You can squeak these little bendies. Yeah, this is the room we're in. And this should be the last one. Yes! We got it! Canadian bacon. I don't know if you can see it, but we just got the achievement, because that's one I've never actually gotten before. I've gotten a lot of these already, and my face cam's covering up anyways, but that is it. We have 100%ed Chapter 2. we just got The Believer for surviving the chase. And that's what, favourite song, Special Hat, Believer, Coast to Coast, Johnny's Broken Heart, Strike Up the Band, Man Behind the Curtain, Old Problems, and Canadian Bacon. We have everything. So that's going to do it for today, guys. That is Bendy and the Machine at Chapter 2.
Wow.
I guess I should show you the ending, but yeah, how long have we been streaming for now? I've been going for an hour and a half. That's a pretty good amount of time.
Ah. Let's have a look at the end of Chapter 2.
So this is what happens. You go through here, and as you guys may remember, you end up walking towards this area, which has a lift.
Ooh.
Lift nearby.
More bacon.
Hello?
We technically missed a can.
Someone there?
It's empty though.
I know
Shame.
you're in here.
He's at soup.
Come out and show yourself.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Ooh.
Here he is. It's Boris. This guy got his own spin-off game, which is set
Boris?
before this scene, and after actually. I think it crosses over. But yeah, so Henry runs into Boris, and that's the end of that. So that's all of Chapter 2, guys. Next episode, I'm probably not going to do Chapter 3 in one session, which is why it's a good thing we got the light goal, because that means I can get started soon. So in the next couple of days, I'll try and get a Bendy stream in. We'll start Chapter 3. As for now, though, that is the end. So, Joe, thank you for joining. Is there anything
Thanks
you'd like
for
to say
having
before
me.
you go? Guys, any last questions for Joe? Good stream. Boris is a good boy. Yeah, he totally is. I think while we're waiting, I mean, you can see Chapter 3, but I don't know why that's lagging so much. I'm just going to leave this for now, because this is not something I want to do yet. I can't pause. But yeah, if you have enjoyed, guys, be sure to leave a like. It's very much appreciated. Subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Check out the links.
Tell
in
your
the description.
friends.
Yes, share this with your friends. Included in the links in the description, I want to have the usual stuff. So, if I could edit, please. Okay, guys, the browser's lagging. Give me a second.
If you always little.
Okay, what the hell? It's just gone white.
Oh, there we go. I think.
Oh, now it's working, yeah. But yeah, linked in the description, guys. Go check out Joe. Go check out my Reddit. That has got like that's linking a post that is explaining what's going on. Today's Cure. Okay, I don't know what's going on with you. Today's QOTD winner. I'm thinking, who gave the best answer? Who gave the best answer?
I quite like sheep, sheep, sheep.
No, to the question. So like, what's the best the Bendy fan song? Best Bendy fan song.
Oh yeah.
You can't pick yourself. You've already got a shout out. Who do you think? And now this is lagging. Come on. Everything's just sticking all of a sudden. I would pick one, guys, but I'm going to close Bendy. I think that's the problem. Just going to close Bendy. If it hasn't saved, I'll just go back. And
Boy,
finish
Joe,
up too.
have
It's
a
easy.
good day. Thank you, Super Mario DJ. I hope you do too.
Just going to close out Bendy.
There you go.
But yeah, oh, no mind, it's gone.
There you go. RGN Trom, thank you. Yeah, I'd love to take part in another stream if my friend here.
Yeah, so Trom said, can I get an amen?
Oh.
I don't know, dude.
That was my phone. There we go. Bye, true player. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
quickly seeing.
I'm
these comments.
yeah, I'm gonna give the QOTD win to RGN Trom. I think he had the best thing. For some reason, I don't know, like you can't access like people's YouTube channels via the description, which really sucks. So Trom, could you send me a link via Discord or something to whatever social media page you want shouted out in the description? That'd be really good. Because yeah, guys, go check him out. Today's charity shout out also goes to 350. As you've seen before, why should you donate to them? They're about building a future that is safe from the effects of the climate crisis. 350 is a reference to the parts per million of carbon dioxide they're trying to put in the atmosphere, or rather reduce, because it's currently at 400, which is too much. And yeah, they've got a full plan. You can check. I think I should watch the video because I didn't do this last time. Okay,
Let's have a look.
Let's watch the video for a few minutes, guys, and let them speak for themselves. Why
What
should you
does
donate?
justice look like in a changing climate? Endless flooding in the streets, from Jakarta to Houston. Toxic air pollution that kills millions of people every year. Lethal heat waves. Record wildfires. The decline of coral reefs and the hopes of hundreds of millions who depend on them. This is what happens to a planet in the hands of corrupt governments and fossil fuel companies. Climate change is not some future problem. The crisis is now. With each passing year, the challenges mount higher and higher. So what can we do? How do we build a world that's just, environmentally, economically, and socially? First things first, it's time to end the reign of fossil fuels. Cut off the money flows to new fossil fuel projects so they don't get built. Pass widespread laws to keep oil, coal, and gas in the ground. In their place, we need new systems. Economies based on renewable energy that will keep our emissions in check. But the change we need won't come from the top. This is the people's fight. Only by working together can we turn ripples of hope into a tidal wave of change. The solutions lie in us, in our communities, and in our ancestral knowledge. And this movement includes everyone across class, gender, geography, race, and age. 350.org is the spark that ignites the global climate movement. Together, we will mobilize millions to take action. Students, workers' unions, human rights and social justice groups, marginalized communities and faith groups, universities, business owners, and all those who know it's time for change. We will campaign globally and locally to bring an end to the fossil fuel era. And we will support the growing movement by sharing resources and strategies to affect real change. Only together can we stand up to power and greed. Only together will we have the chance to build a just, fair, and livable world for us all. Join us.
Yep, that's it. So go donate to 350, guys. Make the world a better place. Link is in the description with everything else. So, yeah. Tron, what do we think? Sorry, I just need a refresh chat. Also, I've just realised I didn't do the notification for the other stream on time. Really sorry. I'm going to get on with finishing this. Thank you. Why is Discord just gone? Why is Discord just vanished from my, like... Why is Moonbase Alpha over here? Get out of here. Wrong stream.
What's Moonbase Alpha?
It's another game. It took a long time to explain. Thank you. Guys, go check out RJ and Tron.
What is with the older-looking dude? Is that your brother?
I think he knows the answer.
I
now.
am.
Yeah, guys, go check out RJ and Tron. This is his YouTube channel.
Older-looking dude. I'm 27 in a month's time.
Oh wow.
That's how old I am.
That's not old at all. But yeah.
It's not. It's not.
But yeah, go check out the links in the description, guys. You can play the game for yourself. My Fiverr's on there. All my social media pages and stuff. And yeah, like, share, subscribe. All the support's very much appreciated. I'm going to be doing more Bendy soon. Joe, I'm going to let you take care of the outro, guys. I'll see you soon for UCNR. I'll get better with the notification. Stay hydrated.
There we go. Thanks, Matt. Now, while Matt's recharging himself with his hydration, I would like to take this time just to say, I've been Joe, he has been Matt, you have been awesome. I'm riffing, and I'm nicking this from that guy Jules from What Culture. Yeah, everybody needs a hobby. They come up with fun lists and little things to do with TV and film and comedy, and they're really good. But I just want to say quickly, while Mr. Matt is taking a second out, please look after yourselves while we're in this last phase of lockdown. If you're in the UK, if you're living abroad, I hope you're getting by all right as well. Please look after yourselves. Reach out to your friends and family as much as possible. And most importantly of all, stay hydrated. To quote my brother here. Because, you know, things like bad breath and all that, they can be a bit of a pain. Hello, Tasha.
What in the world?
Hey, we're having a party here. But don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at JoeGibbons1994. You can hit me up on there. Feel free to check out my website as well. Hope you've enjoyed Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 2, and I will see you eventually.
Get out of my chair.
I will. I'm getting out.